Hey guys, it's RetroGamingNow, back with Kerbal Space Program, and we need to make some modifications to our Goliath 1 EXT, because now we have two Kerbals we've got to save, stuck on Duna, which is Mars. So we need the Goliath 2 EXT. Over 2 EXT, okay. So I'm going to completely change the way this works. Completely. Take this down here. So I first need to see how much that weighs, because we don't want to weigh too much more. 42 is the mass. Okay. So we can add 42 onto here. And how am I going to do that? I'm going to add some more to the side. So we need structural. And getting actually on and off the rocket might be an issue. We'll see. I'll have to test it out probably before I go. Actually, we probably only need that. I'm going to go ahead and take this off. So we can add 42. And I want to do it, these are 18. Let's do 3 of these, that should be similar. And what do I want on the bottom? Well, I want this to be, needs to be higher up, actually. Is that good? The problem is it's very tough to tell if you're lined up or not. That should be good right there. No. It's not even on the thing. There we go. No, still not on the thing. Maybe that's as far out as we can go. Alright, so that'll be good for now. Rocketry we need... Well, what do we have here? I know a lot of people like to use nuclear engines. This is way too... Well, this might actually work. Max thrust 50, 30... This is too small, I think. Yeah. 200. But this will use less. I think we only need this. No, not that. This. 220, that'll be fine. Landing will be a bit more difficult. So I'm going to add more landing gear. We're going to need to move these out. That's going to be a little bit sketchy there. Propulsion. Now we need structural. Another one. And on the other side. Alright, and I'm going to add more parachutes. I want as many parachutes as possible. Utility. Radial. So we'll do 3 standard parachutes. And some radial ones in addition. Because I want as many parachutes as I can possibly have. Because we're landing on Duna. Okay. Also, because we have to rescue 2 Kerbals now, I'm going to change the way this works. We're going to try and do single stage, so no need for that anymore. I'm going to need one of these for our command pods. Stick it on right there. I don't know if it fits or not. There we go. So we're going to control it from there. We don't need any crew. Get out, get out. Because this can be our primary thing. Alright, so this looks like a better thing here. Better lander. Whoops. And I'm thinking I actually want to put a docking port on just in case. Because, here's the thing, theoretically, if we can get this into orbit... If we can theoretically get this into orbit, we might be able to send another ship out to dock with. And also we're going to need RCS, that's the other thing I forgot about. Control... Utility... Docking ports. Why does it insist I have this many of them? That'll be good. And finally we're going to need some RCS right beneath it. We will not use RCS unless we need to, for sure. We might not even need RCS, honestly. We need some monopropellants. If it turns out we don't, I can always take it off later. This is the big one. Alright, these... Let's see if these collide. Doesn't look like they do. That's a good thing, and we'll just put some RCS ports on. We can always maybe do, like, that much. First of all, we also want 0 anything in this, because this is really just structural right now. And so finally for control, we need some place anywhere RCS ports. We'll do... what do I do for here? Whoops, it didn't place. 3 will have to do. We'll just set them slightly off. Let's see if that'll work. Alright. Let's try this. I'm going to get into orbit just like I did last time, and then try and get to Duna, so let's see how that goes. Alright, so we are coming up pretty close to our encounter with Duna. And once we get this, it should be fairly easy to get into an orbit. I'll slow it down here. So I really don't want to miss this. Even though once I get pretty close, it's fairly easy to do it. And here we go. Alright, so add a maneuver, burn retrograde, and get into an orbit there. That will be good. So we'll do maneuver editor and go ahead and execute the next node. So we'll need 939 meters per second of delta V, which this may or may not give us. I don't know yet. But let's see if we can see Duna. We might not be able to yet. It's probably here somewhere. It's just mech gems, a lot of clutter, honestly. So yeah, I don't know where it is. We'll see it pretty soon, though. So this will fit in a very large orbit. And now we time warp. And we're going to try this again and see if we can rescue multiple Kerbals now. And I've put some more... Wait, I already put the parachutes on, I already mentioned that. So hopefully that'll work. There's a lot of things I don't know if they're going to work. But I don't have any Kerbals that can die that'll need to get rescued later. So this is essentially just a satellite, which is the nice thing. Because if for some reason this doesn't work, which there's no guarantees that it will work, but if it doesn't work, I can simply launch another one. Because there's no living creatures. Because I do want to try and at some point rescue all of my Kerbals that are just sort of floating. Except for that one. Still don't know how that happened, honestly. I think I hit a Kraken. A Kraken is a glitch that happens sometimes that just destroys your ship. And that was it right there. Completely destroyed. Not sure. Yeah. Wow. Oh, it's back to this. That's what this quick save was. I don't know. We already know this is not going to have enough chance to get back. Well, at least I've got the other ship saved, so since that one didn't work, I'm going to repeat what I've been doing yet again. So I'm going to land this guy first. Oh, I gotta put the gears out. Ah, shoot. Well, if he's still alive, that's okay. And jump cut, and I'm going to go and do the same thing that I've been doing, so I'm going to get the same Goliath 2 EXT to orbit, and then we'll try that again. Alright, so I'm back here. Hopefully the Kraken will not devour my ship. The problem might have been that I was in the map view and not in the ship view. Let's see if that fixes anything. I sure hope this ship survives, though, because... why does that happen? I don't get it. I have a quick save. And I have the maneuver set up. Do I have like landing gear on or something? Maybe I'll try executing it myself. See if that changes anything. It's like, I think what it is it moves too fast and like knocks this out or something. So I'm going to let it set up and then I'm going to launch it myself. So I'll wait till it'll get close and then I'll do it. This is like a 10-second, maybe a little more burn, so... we'll just let it do its auto work to a certain extent, and then from there I'll take over, burning at a lower throttle. Alright, so abort node execution. We'll get to like 20 seconds. Yeah, I think that's what it is it's like coming up and then knocking it very slowly. Increase the throttle. And I will just decrease it manually when this wraps around. This should be down here. I'm going to actually go back to maneuver node editor, execute next node. So this is our lander. We'll see if it's capable. I'm not sure if it is. And the fact that the engines aren't even activated, I don't know why that is. Activate engine. Alright, we need to turn SAS on. Activate, oops, activate. So we got two of them activated. What about this one? Shut down. This one. Activate. There we go. So I've missed this node. Turn on RCS, go ahead. RCS is doing very little for us. We just need to get in orbit. That's very important that we get in orbit. But I think we're slowing down here. There we go. I think we should hopefully be good. Have recovered. Slightly inefficient, but I think we should be able to make orbit. And that will be acceptable as long as we're in orbit. And you can stop wasting my RCS now. Thank you, good sir. Because we all know it's quite liberal on the RCS use. So this needs to wrap around. There we go. node is good enough. We can abort node execution. Cut that, and then design another node. Maneuver planner. Circularize at the periapse. And our periapse is 1 million up, so that should be good for landing. The only problem is I feel like these have been activated. I don't know though. What is that? Oh, that's the... Haha, it's time warped. Silly me. Hopefully these... I don't know if these are working or not, these parachutes, so we'll have to find that out. This 18 seconds, I sure hope that's wrong. Also, I think there should be fuel lines going from here to there. That's another issue. I can always transfer fuel around, that was another thing. Nope, 18 is not a typo. That's okay, I think we should be able to manage. We have quite a bit of fuel. And I'm fully planning on restocking this thing with another ship later. That'll be good. We can go ahead and cut that there. Alright, so since we're at a pretty decent orbit for landing on wherever we really need to, and before I land, I'm going to go ahead and refill in these as much as I can. In. Whoops. There we go, since I have no fuel lines. Now, this is going to be our target. And I want landing guidance. I want you to land at target, but first I'm going to go and save. Alright, land at target. So the target's... can't see it from here, doesn't look like. It's up right around over there. And hopefully the parachute staging that I messed up won't hurt us later. So it's going to deorbit like it says. Into a good spot where we can land. Also, I'm not sure that the landing gear is going to work either. There's a lot of things, a lot of unknowns, as this is entirely untested. So now it's perfecting where we're going to be. And this doesn't have an SAS, doesn't look like, but that's okay. And I'm convinced we do have enough fuel to get back, assuming we can nail the landing. That's going to be an issue, unfortunately. But, assuming MechJeb can do its job, we should be good to go. If it can do its job. Alright, coasting towards decel burn. For some reason it doesn't like to time warp here, so I'm going to go ahead and... it wants to not let us do it. I'm going to go ahead and do it for us, though. No, it really doesn't want to let us do it, does it? Alright. As you wish, let's see how long we have until touchdown. Tough to say, 40 minutes or so. Okay, now it's time warping, so we're good. Alright, coming in. And these parachutes don't look like they're activated. Maybe... I wonder... If this goes down to 1 times, I might add another stage just to see if the parachutes will activate. Alright, so we were landing, like I said previously, on the border between the pole and the temperate zone. Go ahead and turn our lights on. Gears are not activated, even though it says they are. Alright, there is our target. And let's see if we can do it. Alright, so we landed the two a little bit, like about 1 kilometer apart, but using the EVA suits we can get them back together pretty easily. And this is quite a scary planet to land on, actually, because the atmosphere really doesn't kick in until you're very close to the ground. Let's see if MechJeb will miss this. You should start, I really think it should start burning. Okay, so there goes our parachutes. It turns out they do still exist. And no, MechJeb failed us. So I'm gonna do that manually again. So MechJeb should be able to get us close, but... land at target. So note to self, do not trust MechJeb for that. Like that's what it did previously, was crash on Mars. Excuse me, Duna. It's essentially Mars though. So I'm going to save, once it gets us to where if we keep going we will land there, like our proper deceleration burn, excuse me, our orbit reduction burn, deorbit burn, that's what it's called. Then I'll save there, and then from there we can do landing multiple times if we have to. So like basically when the blue thing is on, that is when I will do it. Because these guys can actually walk a couple kilometers if they really have to. Alright, so we're saving there. So we should save there once it's perfect. And I am, well, once it gets lined up, I think that's close enough. And, alright. Now it should start time warping pretty soon, once it lines up, so we can burn retrograde when we need to. Alright. So once we get to about 16,000, I think is when I start burning. And maybe I'll do landing guidance to just finish it off as we get close, because the problem is it doesn't decrease its velocity fast enough. So once I see the target in sight, I'm gonna quit with MechJeb. gotta be getting pretty close now. It's gonna be somewhere in there. Right about there, I think. Alright, there it is. I'm gonna abort auto land here. I'm gonna abort it at about 20,000 and then I'm gonna start burning. Because we need to burn before we hit the atmosphere, unfortunately. Hopefully when the parachutes come in, they won't be able to sufficiently slow me. It's... oh no. Nope. Not even close. Alright, so I'm gonna start burning way early. The same retrograde. I'm going to turn on RCS here. Really, I have it set up where the RCS is going to be more used on the other ship, assuming I even need one, which I'm not sure if I do. Anyways, maybe I could get down to something like 5,000. Or, excuse me, 500. And then see if the landing can do its job. Go ahead and quick save here because I think we're pretty safe. Yes, it is a large burn, but these don't do a lot of thrust. It's not as much thrust as I would hope, honestly. It's because I need one down here, I think, in the middle. Whoops. On brakes. Anyway, once I get to 500 meters per second, I'm going to cut the engines and see if MechJet can do it. Land at targets. No, it's going to have to burn forward. Well, I mean, I'll try it. Might as well try. But at least we're entering the atmosphere at a much lower velocity. Even though we are increasing it a little bit here. Like, that's close enough, MechJet. You don't have to get that close. I would start decelerating now, MechJet. Like, seriously, what are we waiting for? The atmosphere's not going to slow you down that much, come on. You know what you're doing, I think. Screw it, I don't trust it at all. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe if I'm coming in at 300 and I pick a land somewhere, that might work. unsafe here, because I think I can survive this. And we're going to be a ways off. That's okay. Kerbals can walk. The question is this going to be enough fuel to get us out? I hope it will. I don't know, though, unfortunately. Alright, I got it from here, McJeb. You don't need to worry. Looks good. Boom. Alright, so we have landed. Will this be able to get us out and into orbit is the other question. I don't know. Okay, so we need to go back over here and move our Kerbals out. It's going to be a decent walk, unfortunately. And I wonder if there's an EVA autopilot. Okay, there's no Kerbals in this one. But there is this guy right here. Can I control him? Yeah, there we go. So, where do we need to go? Goliath 2 EXT over there. And we will just jetpack our way over there. Should be able to do that just fine. You might face plant a couple times. There he goes. But he nonetheless has momentum and is getting closer. As erratic as his movements may be. Donk. At least they don't, like, snap their necks. They're pretty resilient little things, aren't they? Come on, buddy, get up. I'm saving you. You no longer have to be a hermit. Oh, he can't rise fast enough. It's gonna bounce again. Doink. At least it saves fuel, that's one thing. Turn his lights on? No. Yeah, he does have lights. Alright, getting closer. You can do this. As long as there's not too many more hills, we'll be fine. Here's the thing, he could walk there if he really had to, but we've got the jetpack. Quite a bit of fuel left, we'll be fine. Just over this hill is the Goliath 2. You and your buddies took it out. Your valiant buddy who tried to save you, yet failed. Perhaps you should start bouncing out. Or maybe come down. Is that thing moving? Did he just... No. I don't believe it. He died. Wow. Wow. We spent so much time trying to save him. He just died. Well. Well. Okay, in that case. Okay, not this one. This one? That's the flag. This one. There he is. First of all, can I just roll this thing? Maybe eventually. I don't want to blow it up, though. No, don't want to do that, do I? Actually, it's kind of fun, though. That's a little dangerous. Alright. Extra vehicular activity. Let's go, buddy. I will try and be a little safer with this guy, if possible. And quick save it a couple times, actually. Oh yeah, I forgot it's aimed by the camera. Look at him go. Boink. You can actually, there's some places like Minmus where you can actually get this guy into orbit using his suit. Which is pretty ridiculous. Like he can rendezvous with the ship if he has to. Come on, slow down. Alright. Problem is he had too much forwards velocity last time. Old Rodney. If I got lights, might as well use them. It's like a little spaceship. It's actually quite fun to do. So I'm flying up. He's going fast though, I gotta slow him down. We're getting pretty close. Go that way, buddy. I think he can survive this. Nope. Well, my rescue mission has an ending. Yeah, okay, 2 Kerbals died at my hands. RetroGamingNow, playing Kerbal Space Program. We still don't know if that ship will get off orbit, get back into orbit. And you know what? I'm actually going to try it. I'm going to see if we can get it into orbit. Because I gotta know. Because that ship could be a useful rescue ship in the future. And I think MechJet will be good for getting it into orbit. So theoretically, the Kerbals could have made it on here. We know that for sure. I mean, I just was a bit greedy. Alright, so I don't know if there's a good way to evenly distribute this fuel. So for now, I'm just going to do a sync guidance. And we should be able to get something like a 45-kilometer orbit. I have no clue if this will be able to do it, though. Because we leave our atmosphere very quickly, and we're already in the gravity turn. Yeah, we might actually be able to make this. We definitely don't think we'll be able to make it back. So at least one of them has more fuel. I really need a rocket down here, probably. You can turn on RCS, that's okay. It's gonna make a maneuver pretty soon. Alright, so now it's at the edge, just about right about now. My guess is at 40, so it needs to get in position pretty soon here. We can close those, turn the lights off, I guess. 700, ooh, that's a bit much. I don't know, we'll see. Why are we rotating so much? Is it because one of them has more fuel? Oh, that has to be the reason. I'm actually going to go back, load the quick save, and not do that, because the problem is the weight is distributed differently now. So we're going to try that again. It's been a long episode, but I gotta see. I think it has a chance of getting to orbit. To 45. We can even do it. 40, we'll do that. This definitely happened last time I was a little bit tilted. I don't know why that is. Too bad there's no Kerbals in here. It's kind of a shame. Both of them died thanks to me. But nonetheless, it will be useful to know if we can get this thing in orbit at all. And just like that, it's at the correct apoapse. Last we need something like 700 delta V. Let's see what this one is. Once we're out of the atmosphere. Inching closer. Once we're at 40,000, we'll be out. It should make the maneuver. Oh, 16 seconds. Getting closer. You missed it. What are you doing? Alright, so we're gonna go back to the 45, because that seemed to work last time. This quick save feature is so nice. Especially when I don't know what I'm doing, which is almost always. Alright, last thing we'll do. I know this has been going on for a while. $45 Alright, do it. I'll go ahead and skip to when it actually makes the burn. Alright, so it's lined up and ready to go. 50 seconds to go. Line up, time up a little bit. And then we'll see if we can do it. I'm not sure that we can, but I hope we can. That would be really cool if we could. Now we just watch the liquid fuel. Unfortunately, there's no real way to get this fuel out. I think we have a chance, though. Oh yeah, I think we'll make it. That's sweet, actually. I don't know, it was close. just like that, we've done it. So we got a lander that's capable of going to orbit, down to Dune and into orbit. So that's actually really cool. Maybe we'll actually send some Kerbals down sometime. So then what I'll have to do is send another ship that can dock and refuel it, or transfer the Kerbals into it, actually. But that's really cool. Anyway, RetroGamingNow playing Kerbal Space Program. This episode's kind of long, but that's okay. See you guys next time. As always, rate, comment, subscribe if you enjoy. See you later.